All right. Welcome to the podcast, Baldcast. Um,
Oh, the Baldcast. This is gonna take a while to get used to, honestly.
it is, because we're just starting this, but okay, we'll get through. We'll get through. Uh, introduce yourselves.
طيب.
Well, I
كده بالدور. Let
yeah,
let let the host introduce himself first. Let the host introduce
All
himself first. I think that
all
would
right.
be appropriate.
Okay. My name is Mohammed. I go by Max. Some of y'all know me, some of y'all don't. And yeah, what's yalla? Let's go.
all right. I'm Ahmed, and most people, well, not most people, literally everyone calls me Hanafi because like that's my family name, and like I am the prime baldy here. My baldness is at a whole nother level.
Okay, so I'm Ayman. Some people know me as Biggie. I'm the in-between guy. I'm the one whose baldness hasn't yet reached Ahmed's, but is also far above the level of Max's. So I'm just, I'm
Hey,
just,
I
I'm
still have
just.
hair.
Yeah, you still have hair. You just
You still have
decide to
hair.
be
You
bald.
just choose to be bald, man.
Well,
Yo,
I
speaking of
go bold
speaking
for
of
the I
bald,
go bold for the culture.
dude. Speaking of going bald, man. Holy shit! It's so fucking relaxing. Like it's so like
It's
I'm
basically
struggling to
it's
find the
freedom.
word, but like yes,
It's it's
it's
just
so
freedom,
murih.
man.
It's
It's so
You
refreshing.
literally,
relaxing.
It's refreshing. It's
Yeah,
refreshing. Like gives you, it feels like you like as soon as you leave the barber, it feels like you restarted your life kind of.
yeah.
yeah, like legit. Like I remember back in the day when I used to have an afro. Like it would always just be a pain in my ass. Like literally, at no point was I happy that I had my afro until like I'd look in the mirror. I'd be like, man, fuck. It's like I'd sleep. I'd wake up. I'd go and I'd look in the mirror. I'd have like half my head is squished in, and the other half is still an afro.
Yeah, I had that too whenever I grew my
Like
hair.
I
I
had a
have that a lot.
I had a
Fucking
half
curly
fro,
hair
man.
problems, man.
I had a half fro.
Dude, there's this guy in our uni who has an afro, but like he wears a hat on top, and like there was this one time where I was sitting in the cafeteria, he took his hat off, and like the top of his head was like in the shape of the hat, and like even with like the indentation for like the 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 sizing of the cap, like even that was there, and it was fucking hilarious. I was like, it was so fucking. It looked so weird, but it also looked really cool.
You know what? You know what it looks like? It looks like a bowl, but like it's upside down, kind of. Because that's what used to
Yeah,
happen to me when I
exactly.
used to do the cap a lot. Like I'd have
Yeah,
the
yeah.
part of my hair where with my ears it would go out, and then when I take off my cap, it would look like I have some like hair for ears, and it's annoying. It was annoying because even when I comb my hair, it would stay out like it would like بتكون شاذة كده ما بتقعد محلها. عرفتها؟
Yeah. Holy shit. That's what I hate that so much. Like, like legit at some point, like because like I actually I genuinely at some point just stopped caring about my hair, and like I just like I'd sleep, I'd wake up, and like I'd walk past my mom. My mom would be like, "Yo, just comb your hair." I'd be like, "All right, cool," and I just walk out the door. Okay. Like I literally like that like to that extent I'd literally just not give a shit. I'd go with like bedhead. Like I'm a guy and I had bedhead. So like it would be like,
Uh,
just like flat in like so many weird places that like you wouldn't understand what the hell is going on. So at some point, if I do realize it, I just like just like move my hand or like across my head a bit to at least make it somewhat uniform. But like otherwise, you'd be seeing the half row. Okay, but it got to a point where my friend was just like, "Yo, man, listen. I got you this. Here you go, man. Just like take it. I'm like, what? Why, dude? It's a khulal, man. You use it to like comb afro.
Khula.
Wait, I'm like, yo, I'm like, yo, are you for real? Like, no, it's not that I didn't
Did you
know
not
about
know
khulals. I
what they
obviously
were?
no, 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 no. Of course, I knew what khulals were. It's just that when I first like I never really had one for myself. One because like I never had an
Ah,
afro, considering the school rules back in AD and shit. Like you were never allowed
yeah,
to have long hair. But like
yeah.
even then, it was like when I got here, like I was just he gave me the khulal in my hand. I'm just like, yo, holy shit! Like it felt so
It
sentimental.
felt
I
like
was
a
just
gift
like,
from the
yo,
heart.
man. Yeah, legit. So like I started
Yo,
using
yo,
that every day and shit. I
yo!
mean,
I
obviously
remember
until I
when
started
What?
like shaving myself bald.
I remember there was this one dude in our school, and like he was like one of like the he was like one of those really hairy niggas, and like it wasn't like a joke. Everyone's just like accepted it by now. Like he has a full beard. Like he's really hairy. ما أعرف شنو, like
كده
like we're all
ثواني
cool with
ثواني
him
who?
shit. مرة.
Oh, Maruka. Well, we have like
Oh, oh,
four
you're talking about
werewolves, man.
Baraka.
You're gonna have to,
You're talking about
yeah,
Baraka.
but
I
like
know
you're gonna
Baraka.
have to be, yeah, yeah, yeah. But like you're gonna have to be specific with the werewolves, man. We had like four.
I mean, I'd rather not be specific, but okay.
ما مشكلة, uh-huh.
So we were doing a secret Santa in our school, and
Oh, I remember this.
and
Holy shit.
yeah, and this girl, she literally she didn't give a shit. Like she just generally never gave a shit, but like she like gave negative fucks this time. She she literally she walked up to him, and she gave him her gift, and like she was like, yeah, I'm your secret Santa. Like she didn't give a fuck. Like she didn't care. I'm your secret
Oh,
Santa.
like
Here
I
you go.
so
Here's your
so
gift.
like so like she wanted him to know, like
Okay.
it's from me, nigga. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
opens the
okay,
fucking box. He opens the box, and it's fucking shaving cream and a razor, man. Holy shit.
okay.
Holy fucking shit, man.
That's kind of
Like
that's
yo,
kind of
you
like
have to
You have to
that's epic.
like you
Like
appreciate
that's
have
the
kind
to
of
level
epic.
of like
realize
meme.
that this wasn't when like people had like he had a full beard at that time, but this was at the time when no one had full beards. Like we were like sixth or seventh grade, فهمت? Or like eighth
No,
grade.
Amen.
I
This
don't
Bro,
know.
لا لا لا.
bro,
ما تزرع
Shami, no,
ما
no,
لا
hold up,
لا
تزرع.
hold up,
okay
This
hold
was
up.
okay.
like
I,
grade
I'm
10.
I'm
This was
probably
grade 10, bro.
exaggerating.
This was grade 10,
No, no,
bro.
no. It wasn't grade.
This
It
was
was
grade 10,
definitely not
bro.
grade 10.
Yes, it
Definitely
was.
not grade
It
10.
was grade 10. I swear
100%
to
not
God, it
grade
was
10.
grade 10, bro.
hold up, hold up, hold up.
100%
100%.
Regardless
grade
of
10.
it being grade 10, دقيقة, دقيقة. Regardless of it being grade 10 or not, Shami genetics, if you're like fucking 5 years old, you'd have a full beard.
Yeah,
Like all
legit
the
Holy
niggas
beard,
من
man. Like
ناس الأردن
all those niggas.
وسوريا والناس ديل,
Syria
by
or
five
Lebanon.
years old,
No,
they'd have a
not.
mustache. Boom. I'm
Okay,
struggling. I'm
maybe
Yeah.
not
struggling. Like, yeah,
Lebanon.
dope.
Lebanon, not as much, but like still, like they still have those
I,
genes, man. Like
bro,
it's
I'm
still
19
there,
years
but
old.
like not
Your
as
I'm
date?
much.
19. I'm 19. I don't even have a full beard yet. يعني الله ويمين انا بمشي روحي بقول انه والله عندي شعرات بيجاي عندي شعرات بيجاي بقول خلاص انا that's a beard. Nah, bro.
Dude, I lost
Yo, but
hope
like
in
us,
like
like
my beard connecting.
yeah, legit.
Like I
Like
genuinely
the only
I
part I
genuinely lost
have
hope in
left
my
is
beard
for my
connecting.
mustache to connect to my beard. But like for some reason, that's just never gonna happen. Like I feel the hairs there.
At
I
least
feel them there. They
at,
just never grow.
at least you have full beards. At least you have full beards. احمد ربك على الحاجة دي. I'm struggling. Like I'm trying to, like even sometimes I look in the mirror, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to imagine what I would look like with a full beard, and it doesn't work at all. Cause it doesn't want to connect. Even bro, my right cheek does not look like my left cheek. That tells you how much I'm struggling.
Bro, it's the
Okay,
same
okay,
with me,
yo, yo,
dude.
yo. You just
Like
gotta
even
get
even me.
those like Indian remedies, man. They got fucking like they actually got some weird ass shit where like it actually helps your hair grow, man. Like I've heard like stories where like people with jalahat, they like legit it just like grows back magically or some shit. I don't know, like kind of shit.
Why don't why don't we try it? Maybe we'll get to change the name of the podcast.
No,
Bottom
man,
line,
I'm
bottom
not
line,
willing. No,
bottom line is
Yo,
none of us. Bottom line is none of us are actually gonna get girls because like we don't have because like we like Max maybe got a chance because like he can like clean shave and shit, but like we don't have the fully connected beard, and that's like fucking requirement, man. Like fuck, man,
then
it's okay.
you
Maybe in
can
the
clean
next
yo,
one.
that's
shave
the
too.
problem.
I don't see the struggle.
Yo, but if I clean shave, like the one time I clean shaved, everyone just looked at me and was like, "Yo, man, fuck you," like legit,
Oh yeah,
fuck you.
oh yeah, you look like a pedophile. Hi, yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
don't. On second thought, don't. On yeah,
Yeah, but like for real, man.
don't do that.
Like the one time
Don't.
I shaved my entire face, like everything, legit everything. I had no hair from the neck up. I had zero hair. It was like I'm not gonna say it was the worst decision of my life because like it wasn't really that bad. It was kind of like new. It was like it's been like I don't know how many years since I didn't have hair on my face or head. Like you get what I mean? But like
Yeah.
it's still like it was annoying that people would just be like walk up to me just to say "fuck you, man." That's it. That's all they'd say. And just like obviously I'm translating. Okay, like in يعني they just like walk up to me and go like, "Why the fuck would you do that? Why?" I'd be like, because like it
I mean,
really
you were
was
trying.
no, it really was a
There's
just
such
because
a
moment. Like
high there's such a high what do you call it? Not expectancy, but like they put such a high place for beards in this country. It's fucking weird, man. Like it's not
no,
that
it's
big of
not
a
even
Yeah.
deal,
beards.
bro.
It's not even beards. It's not even beards, man. If you shave your beard, they're just gonna go like, "Man, why, man?" And then you're just gonna go like, "Man, because like it's hard to match, you know." And they're gonna go, "Oh, okay, I get it." But if you shave your mustache, bro,
Oh my God,
nah, man,
bro,
you
you've seen
can't
me.
shave your
You've
mustache,
seen me.
man.
Diga, you've seen me. You've seen me, right? You've seen how I look, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah, of
one
course, the
time
fuck.
I don't even have a mustache. I don't even like it's there are some baby hairs, but they're not considered a mustache. The one the
Okay.
one time the one time I clean shaved, including my mustache, which was pretty much non-existent at the time. My mom scolded the fuck out of me. I was like, Mom, it's not
Are
even
you
there. She's like,
serious?
no, you shouldn't shave your mustache. Matter of fact, you shouldn't shave your beard. You should keep it. I'm like, then how the fuck is it gonna grow? She's like, I don't know and I don't care. Don't shave it. I
Yo,
don't even
speaking
have a
of which,
mustache and I got
it's actually
scolded for it.
it's actually a misconception, by the way. Like shaving doesn't actually help your beard or mustache grow. Like it grows naturally. It's just that when you cut it, it just can like it grows. It would have grown naturally. It's just like when you cut it, it like you like when you shave, you gave it the time to like regrow and then grow like that for that extra hair to grow. Like it doesn't make a difference whether you shave or not.
Really? Yeah,
No,
I mean,
it doesn't make a
my dad
difference if
keeps
you shave
saying,
makana or moose.
my dad keeps saying,
And like,
يا اهلك عشان الحتات اللي ما عندك دي يشيلون like تقوم. I was like,
because
like
yeah, because look,
No, no, no.
shaving,
It doesn't work that way. It
shaving,
doesn't work that
shaving,
way.
shaving, like it doesn't really help grow. But if you have any split ends or like parts that have like nothing like ingrown hairs or something, I don't know, maybe not ingrown hair, but like if you have parts that like just stop growing or something, maybe it goes like, okay, yeah, this is my length. If you shave it, I guess maybe that like stimulates the hair again. It goes like, oh wait, no, I need to get longer. So that like it comes
maybe.
out more evenly. So it comes out more evenly or something. But I'm
Yeah,
not too sure.
maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
Who fuck knows, bro? Like we ain't scientists.
I was
But
like,
leave this shit. Leave this shit to the people who get
Yeah,
paid,
leave that.
man. We like
Yeah, man. Fuck that. We're not paid to
agreed,
think about
agreed,
this shit. We're not getting paid to
agreed.
think about this.
Okay, so
yo. اها يا هوست يا الهوست بتاعنا.
استشهد عليك الله. Okay, so I was gonna say,
زول.
I was gonna say, since we're already starting this and all, we already went through something. I was gonna say, let's talk about why we started the podcast.
All right.
Originally, I'm gonna be honest. The podcast was not my idea. It was y'all's idea. Because I
It was my
remember,
idea. It was my idea.
No.
I
Honestly, it
remember,
was Ahmed's
I remember.
idea.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was my idea because like
Yeah, Mr. Idea.
I really it was my idea and like I really like the idea because like I realized like I've really fucking I have really long chats with like friends and like it's usually like either really funny or like really deep and I was like yo this is like like this is literally like a legit waste of content like I could be posting this somewhere anywhere like really like possibly like making someone laugh or like possibly like get some cheese, get some moolah, get some paper, get something.
How are we gonna?
But,
You know,
but you,
I'm not gonna even.
but you know,
I'm not gonna even question how we get money. But okay. I'm.
Yo,
I
I'm not
remember.
even
I
doing
remember.
this for the money, man.
You same. I remember. I remember. Either it was Ayman or Ahmed. I'm not sure. But we were at uni. By the way, we go to the same university, Future University. Mahim.
Yeah, we
yeah.
all go to the
Uh,
same uni.
I remember. I came out of a lecture and I ran into one of you. I can't remember which one it was, but like I ran into one of you, and y'all just decided like whoever it was just came up to me and was like, "Yo, we're doing a podcast." I'm like, "Get done."
Yo,
I didn't know.
I think that was me.
Yeah,
I
what?
think that was
Maybe
me
I'm not sure. Bro.
because like I remember talking to you about it back in uni because like we because like first of all we have a lack of podcasts here. The only podcast I know about is shit. I can't believe I forgot the fucking name.
Offline TV.
No, not offline TV. أنا قصدي هنا في السودان. Like I
I don't
forgot the
think there
guy's
are
name, but
podcasts here.
huh?
Oh shit! Are we gonna go down in history as the first of the news podcast? Maybe
Are
No.
we? Maybe.
there
There is a
is.
Sudani podcast. I forgot the name,
Please
just like
stop stealing our
a
thunder.
while back. Yeah, في النهاية, it was
خلاص
like a
ما
while
حنك.
back.
That's not gonna matter.
Yeah, it's not gonna matter. Like in في النهاية, like it was a while back where like he did a like how I found out about it was that he did a podcast with if you guys remember a while back on Twitter, there was this like one of the like anime AVI guys, like the shit posters, he like posted
Mhm.
a picture of like quote unquote LSD. Oh my god. Like him and a
Oh, LSD. It wasn't LSD.
Oh, oh yeah.
دقيقة. It
no,
It
wasn't
wasn't. It
LSD.
wasn't. It was
it
a piece
wasn't.
of
It was
paper,
like
dude.
it wasn't. It was just a piece of paper. It was just like they cut a piece of paper into a really small square and they just put on their tongue. Like, oh my
Holy
Allegedly.
god,
shit.
Allegedly.
LSD.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Like
Alleged.
I haven't heard that.
I love, I love how you're saying allegedly, as if we're gonna have like thousands of people talking, and like fucking CIA
No,
just
that's not it.
monitoring our fucking podcast.
No. That's dude. That's not it. It's like because like I don't know the how like what the real story is, but like in the like I'm just saying what I really know. It's just like they posted a picture saying that it was and someone was like everyone was just going like, holy shit, is that LSD? Is that LSD? Is that LSD? And like and some other people
Everyone
were
with
like,
a
oh my
fucking
god, it's
brain.
just a piece of paper.
Everyone with a fucking
Damn.
brain was like, "Yo, this is a fucking piece of paper. Like this, like no nigga here can like fucking get LSD. Like it's really."
I mean,
like
you probably could, but like you
You
just
probably
don't know
could, but it's gonna
the
be
channels.
yeah, yeah.
Like in
I was gonna
anyways,
say
like
that
who
in
takes
because
LSD
Nihaya,
to a
because
fucking rap concert, man? Like seriously, who takes
everyone,
LSD to a rap concert,
anyways,
bro?
anyone,
no, seriously.
anyone in America.
We ain't
Okay,
in
but not for
America,
real.
bro.
دقيقة
لكن في النهاية he got the guy that posted the picture and كان في بنت تانية. I don't think it was the girl that was in the picture. I think it was one of the like the like really good like quality tweets Twitter accounts. I
Hmm.
forget the name.
I
لكن في
remember who
النهاية
you're talking about. It's some kind of who's Sudani, but he has a like an English name as a like a famous name. I think. You know what? I'm not gonna even say it. Like I'm just gonna commit.
Yeah.
لا لا ما حنك. لا هو ذاته he doesn't live in Sudan. I think he lives in like Germany or the UK or something like that. Somewhere in Europe. لكن في
Hmm.
النهاية he made a podcast with them, and that's how I found out that like that there's like a Sudani podcast. But like other than that, I haven't heard of a single podcast. Not a single one.
Well, yeah, same. I mean, I
Honestly,
haven't heard of ever podcast ever until Hessi. You told me about this one podcast. But anyway,
yeah, exactly. But honestly, like literally the only reason I actually thought of making a podcast is because like there's genuinely just like way too much way too much funny shit going on in my life for me, like way too many funny conversations going on in my life for me not to like record it and post it, like this like there's so
This is some
much fucking
quality.
crackhead energy,
This
man.
is yo man. This is some
yeah,
quality shit, man. This is
this is the good shit. Good shit.
this is the this is this is the good shit, man.
this is like oh that's the good shit.
Okay, that's fine. We're gonna have some rumors
Oh.
circulating if you do that again.
Oh come on. Oh come on. No. We're talking about LSD and y'all gonna be like fucking like trying to trip me up about me sniffing air. What are they gonna think? Oh my god, he
No, 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 no.
sniffed air.
Bro. You know Sudanese. Like anything can be possible.
Yeah. Oh my god, I swear to God, man. Holy shit.
Yo, true though.
Yeah, like
Yo, بجد لكن like من ناحية like Twitter, honestly, like yeah, I'm trying to capitalize on how I like like I was talking about Twitter and everything. Like in في النهاية,
mm,
like Twitter بجد, like when I was back in AD, it was so stale. Like there was nothing on Twitter other than people like going to the
because
mall
Abu Dhabi,
or
bro.
I'm
Because
doing
Abu Dhabi, bro.
this.
Like how old were you when you did Twitter? Like I honestly speaking, I started Twitter when I was like in my last year in Abu Dhabi, and it was
I'm gonna
trash. Like
check
it
when
was
I made my Twitter account.
it wasn't even
Actually,
like all that. And if the hatta even I made it for the sake of having a Twitter. I didn't even interact on it, And I was just scrolling through Abu Dhabi Twitter, which is like pretty fucking plain, if I do say so.
dude,
Like
I made my Twitter during the BBM age, man. The
holy
fucking BBM age, man.
shit,
Holy shit, man. That's holy shit.
La
By the way,
ilaha
by the way,
illallah.
Max. So, like obviously Ahmed knows this because like we're brothers and all. Like I didn't write the BBM hype. I did
um,
not write the BBM hype. I didn't have a BlackBerry.
oh, y'all never had a BlackBerry?
I
No.
did, I did.
Ahmed did. I didn't.
What BlackBerry
I
did you
just
have, Ahmed?
I think
I
the
don't know.
bold. I think no, it was not the bold. It was the curve. It was the curve. The one with like the play buttons on top, like the one for like pause, skip,
Ah, yeah.
Holy shit, it was so bad, man.
I
It was
had
so
I had
bad.
two Blackberries. I had the 9900. I can't remember if it was bold or curve. Like, and I had it, and I remember me buying it because of its name, 9900. I liked that name, and I was like, I want that phone.
Wait,
So then
is it
I
the one
kept.
with the touch screen?
No. I don't think it had the touch. I can't remember what. Like, I don't think it had the touch screen. Like, and it was pretty big. Like the 9900 was like a newer model, newer shape, that kind of thing. It had the same structure. Like, and it was like it had some minor changes to it, and that's what made it cool. That's what made it the
Wait,
phone. The like if you
dude,
had
it,
it,
it
you were
was
the
it was
G back
touch.
then.
Dude, because it was the fucking most expensive BlackBerry you could buy, dude. It was
Exactly.
so dope, man.
Yo,
It was like
Exactly.
the
all of
freaking
it's always like, oh my god, what's the most expensive phone you can buy right now? And then like everyone just buys it and goes fucking flex. It's like, oh, it's like they take the mirror selfies, they go like, oh my god, guys, new phone.
خليك من الميرور
holy
selfies.
shit.
خليك من الميرور selfies. Like I remember the way I flexed it. It was the best. I remember the way I flexed it. You remember that? You remember how some of these people that make the covers, not obviously they're not the official company. There was this one cover, right? There was this one phone case that could clip onto your belt or like your belt area thing on your pants, right?
No, Max,
No,
no,
dude,
no,
not the Ammu cover, man.
no,
Not the
no.
Ammu
No, no,
cover,
no, no,
man.
bro. No. Listen, no. Like it wasn't a cover. It was a case. Like حتى بس تاخد فيها التليفون instead of your pocket.
Yeah, bro, what the fuck? Are you a
Ma
grandpa,
برضو,
dude? The
not the
fuck?
Ammu case,
Bro,
man. Not the Ammu shit,
Dude,
man.
my
Not the,
freaking
not the,
bro.
holy shit.
Back then,
Ahmed, Mr.
we're
Germanus,
saying that.
he's on the same level as
Mr.
Mr.
Germanos,
Germanus
yeah,
right now,
man.
man.
دقيقة. Right now,
You give me
obviously that's not the way to go. Like in back then, I'm telling you, back then that shit was hip. That shit was like,
bro, even back then that shit
No,
was
it wasn't. It
trash.
was never hip. It
nah,
was
bro.
never hip.
معناها
It was
معناها just
never
not
hip.
معناها just not in your school because in my school that shit was the shit. Like if you had that, you were like the OG of the OG. Like
Okay.
Okay,
Not gonna
Max, I'm
lie, not gonna
sorry,
lie,
but
Max.
like
You
your
were in
school,
fucking Nahda, bro.
yeah, you
no,
were
no,
in
no.
Nahda, lad.
Before
You,
Nahda, I was in Muruj before Nahda. But to be fair,
I have no idea
when I
what the
had that,
fuck
I
that
was in my
school is,
first
bro.
year in Nahda. Muruj Scientific, I don't know because it was like a villa, man, and then they changed it. They had to close it down. That's why I went to Nahda from there.
nice, nice.
I mean, with
Yo,
fashion
but
sense,
like legit, man.
like that, I don't blame them for closing down. Holy shit.
Yeah, legit,
Yeah,
man. What the fuck
but
is that?
yeah, but anyway, I grew out of it, and then I had the second BlackBerry I had was the Torch, the one that flicks up.
Oh,
Oh,
that
that one
that,
was
that
so
was
sick,
kind of cool.
man.
That one was
Yeah,
kind of
that was
cool
That
though.
was
that was hella cool. Like when I had that after the 99, I was like, خلاص أنا قفلت التكنولوجيا خلاص أنا like I am the tech god.
Hackerman.
Hacker. I was like I felt like MKBDHD if you guys know him, Marcus Brownlee.
yeah.
Yeah, I felt like
Mark
I was the Marcus
Marquest
Brownlee
Marquest Brownlee Brown
of the time. Like
Marquest Brownlee.
Like in
man,
yo, holy shit. Where انتوا خشيتوا من تويتر ل BBM طوالي. Yo, like legit, man. I don't have BBM. Let me
Wait,
talk about this Twitter shit.
hold on,
Like
hold on.
my first Twitter
Speaking of
account.
BBM,
Uh-huh.
like okay, not speaking of BBM, but like speaking of BlackBerry, like I had this one friend who had the torch as well, which you reminded me of when you talked about the torch. He had this habit of doing this really fucking weird thing where he'd walk up to someone and he'd be like, bro, you want to know what the time is? And then he'd like he did this thing where like he drew a watch on his hand, and it says get a watch in like the circle, and he says look, look, this is the time, and you'd look and it says get a, and it would say get a watch, bro, and it was so fucking lame, but like it was fucking hilarious, and it got me every time. Which, speaking of which, shout out Leithy.
Yo,
We
man,
don't have the air
Leafy
horns,
is
but
the yeah, we
he's
don't
the
have the air
fucking
horns
shit,
yet,
man.
but yo, Leafy's the fucking bro. Pew, 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 pew.
are you
Yo, man, Leafy
compensating
is
for the lack of air horns that we don't have?
yes.
Precisely.
I
But yo,
Until
okay.
legit,
further
like
notice, the air horns will be done by voice. So yeah.
I
yeah.
I
But yo,
I'm
legit,
not gonna.
late like there are only a few people that I'd like be comfortable name dropping here, and like honestly, Leafy is one of them. Because like, dude, this
Yeah.
guy, like legit, in any possible situation. Okay, not all of them obviously, because but like most of the time he's got your back. Like most of the time, like most realistic situations, he's got your back. Like unless it's like some crazy ass bullshit, like obviously he's not gonna be able to fucking help. But this guy, like yo, if you want girls, he's got you. you want like girls that are شوية if you want girls that are
Why?
شوية كده يعني you know what I'm saying برضه بيعزك. If you want a
Okay,
place where just
hold,
like if
hold,
you want
hold,
like
hold, hold, hold.
if you
Hold
want an
on,
apartment,
buddy. Hold on,
this guy,
buddy.
Hold your
uh-huh.
fucking horse. What? Why was that the first thing?
I don't
No,
even
no.
know, man.
Let me fucking okay. Let me finish. Like in okay,
Uh-huh.
screw the resourcefulness of this man. Okay. No, okay. Like jokes aside, like why? Yeah,
Mhm.
he did know a lot of girls, and like not gonna lie about that. But like that was like during BBM phase, and that's really what made everyone in Abu Dhabi know everyone. Like in
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
this
for real,
guy,
dude.
like it's not like okay, like legit jokes aside, this guy knew everyone. Okay, like or yani, not
Literally
just
everyone in fucking
girls,
AD, man.
obviously not just girls, and he knew like all the dudes, all the girls, all the like really like any every like basically anyone that's worth knowing, he knows. And like
And the thing is,
anything you'd
he'd
want,
know how to get.
he'd always find a way. He'd either be able to get for you, or he'd know someone that would be able to get it for you. Okay, and on top of all that, he's a straight up fucking G, man. Like he like sometimes he like there like we had a few hiccups back in high school, but legit, this guy, I will never forget like how much of a bro he is. He's legit
Do you,
like he's like he's one of the few people that I consider family, and like and not in the like figurative sense, in the literal sense. Okay, where like I consider him, and like there's obviously just like a few others. I consider these people like my literal brothers. I don't think of them in any other way.
do you
Like
guys
this,
still
like
talk?
yes,
Ye-
he like
From time
every
to
once in
time,
a while
yeah.
he texts. Yeah, he every once in a while he texts me or I text him. We call. We go like, "Yo, Hanafi, I miss you.
Nice.
How are you, my nigga?" And like, oh my god, man.
Niggas white, man. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
he's white as fuck. He's white as fuck. But like that's the
I
thing
mean,
in
hey, to be
Abu
fair,
Dhabi. And
in Abu Dhabi, all of them are like Arab and white and all that shit. We don't have the culture of, oh, if you're black you get to say it, if you're white you don't get to say it. So everyone just is trying to be the nigga, like everyone's trying to be that person, and then they're just gonna spew out whatever the fuck is gonna make them that person or what
yo,
they're
yo,
looking
yo, 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 yo. You legit reminded me of this one story that I will never stop telling because it's so fucking hilarious. Okay. I'm in the
for.
middle of economics class, okay? Or economics, however fuck you want to pronounce that. I was in
Uh-huh.
the middle of my economics class, and like the teacher is known to be strict, but not that strict. Like strict to the point where like you like respect how strict she is, okay? But she's also cool with the students, you get me? Like she gives us some
Ah, yeah, she
she
dude, she
gives us
was
some
fucking
leeway.
dope. She
Yeah,
was
she gives us
dope. Like
some
she was
leeway when it
fucking
comes to
amazing.
like conversations and stuff like that in class. She just looks at us and goes like, guys, please, I don't want to put you guys on detention, and you guys don't want detention. So how about we just we like have that agreement where like you guys don't talk and I don't put you in detention, huh? Yeah, how about that?
She was
Great
one
deal,
of those
right?
teachers where like the students actually respected her
That's
and they didn't
that's
fucking talk in her class. Like like that's how amazing she is. Like
honestly,
getting
Yalla.
the students to respect
that
you
was
in
that
our
was a good
school
slope.
is fucking hard.
That was a good way of I'm not sure, because if I was in that class, honestly speaking, I would have kind of taken that as a threat. Like, it's still a good way to, like, say, hey, I don't want to
Yalla.
put you on the sentence.
Yalla, shoof. She like it wasn't meant as a threat, and like we understand that because like yeah, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I already had her the year before, so she already knew me. Okay, and most of the
Mhm.
people that were in my class also already had her the year before. So like so she basically knew almost everyone in the class. So like من ناحية like chill, like the whole class was pretty chill. Like we could whisper, we could whisper. Like if we don't like make noise, she doesn't mind as long as we follow with the class and like don't like disrupt anything, she doesn't mind as long as we follow along. Like for example, I could be chatting with my friend, but if she somehow if she hears if she like turns around and sees me talking, she could like give me that like sucker punch and goes like, "Yo, what's the answer to this?" I'm just like, "Oh, miss, I don't know." And then she'd just be like, "Yeah, well, if you stopped talking, maybe you would." Like she and like everyone would laugh. And everyone would laugh because she like we understand that she's like trying to be mean but in a playful way. Like she's just trying to be
Mm.
playful in a way like she's trying to scare us, but in a way that like من ناحية إنه okay, I gotta relax, I gotta focus. Anyways, back to the story.
On to the story.
Okay. So what happened was I was sitting at the like literal front of the class, okay? The tables are divided into two chairs, so like it's two students sitting next to each other for each table. And we had like I don't know, I think like 6 or 7 tables. So like 4 columns of 6 tables. Okay? And like 2 were reserved for the girls and 2 were reserved for the boys most of the time. Sometimes you'd get like this crazy shit where like a guy is sitting at the back of one of the girls' rows. Anyways, back to the story. So I'm sitting at the very front, and one of my friends was sitting right behind me. Okay, and we have this inside joke. Like, by the way, just like for clarification, this guy, he's not black. He's very dark brown, but he's not black. Okay,
He's
so we
allowed
have
to
this.
say nigga. He's allowed to say nigga.
He's allowed to say nigga. He's allowed to say nigga, but not nigger. You get what I mean? He's not allowed to hit that hard R.
I
I never
mean,
knew that was a
Oh
thing,
wait,
but okay.
sure,
okay,
okay,
it's not a thing,
whatever.
but like من ناحية okay, it's not a thing. It's not a thing. I'm making it up. I made that up. Okay, like in we had this
Okay.
inside joke. We had
Mhm.
this inside joke like because he was Egyptian, like we were and like I'm Sudanese, and oh my God, in the past, to Marshnu, we were slaves to Egyptians, bloody bloody blah. Okay,
Except
and
that's
then
not
there was
true, but
also the
whatever.
It was actually the opposite, bro.
Mahanik. I haven't taken.
Let's not get into history, bro. Let's not get into history,
Yeah,
bro.
I
We'll
don't know
we'll, we'll
history,
save that.
man.
We'll save that for another topic because I looked into it and holy shit. المهم, back to the story. We'll get that. We'll get to it in
Mahanik.
another
Okay.
episode, I guess.
Ah,
Okay,
yeah.
Mahanik. Like if in Nihai, it's also because like he's a lighter skin. It was like, oh my God, you're my slave. Ha 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 ha. Do this for me. Ha ha. And I just turn around and go fuck yourself. He'd be like, yo, but like you're my slave. How could you say that to me? I'm like, bitch, go fuck yourself.
Can you imagine? Can you wait before you continue? Can you imagine like being in a freaking plantation and like your freaking like the freaking slave owner just walks up and goes like, "Yo, listen, I need you to fucking pick the cotton right now," and then he goes like, "Oh
And
fuck
he and
yourself,"
your
and then the
slave was
slave
like,
owner
"Fuck
goes like,
off."
but please pick the cotton for me." Like, can
That,
you
that, that
imagine
was.
that happening? Fuck no.
I'm sure a slave owner did that. I'm 100% positive, bro. Like it
Yeah,
for
like
the
there's no way we could know all of the situations. Like in
المهم.
Nihaya,
I mean,
في
maybe.
النهاية, yeah, maybe. Like in Nihaya, like sometimes he'd be like, yo, but if you don't do it, I'd whip you, man. Do you want me to whip you? I'll fucking whip you, dude. I'm just like, dude, fucking whip me. I dare you. I
Oh
fucking
wow, oh
dare you.
wow. Okay. Wow.
Yo, it was all
Getting
jokes
spicy,
and
getting
shit, okay?
spicy, getting spicy.
Yo, but it was all jokes, okay? So like at some point, like like, and the thing is, the teacher was in on it too. So like he'd be like, "Hey, nigger," and then I'd just be like, "Miss, he's calling me the N-word and he's being racist." She'd be like, "Hey man, shut up and continue your work, man." I'd be like, "Oh, fuck's sake, man, there's no
Yikes.
fucking way." Yeah,
Y'all
no,
had
but like she knows it.
bro.
She,
If
she
that
knew
was
it
your
was a joke.
teacher,
That's why.
if that was your teacher, y'all had it easy, bro. I
Yeah,
was
we
in
had it
this
easy as
Nahda.
fuck.
All right, for people who don't know who Nahda is, what Nahda is. Nahda is
Wait,
the
hold
school
on,
in
Max. أصبر. Let
Mm.
me finish my story real quick, but then you can continue.
Oh, okay. Okay.
طيب
Good.
because like that's not the end, okay? Because like at some
Yeah, yeah.
because like so she's like she at some point she just got fed up and just started ignoring me. I'd be like, Miss, he's being racist again, and she wouldn't even look over her shoulder anymore. So at some point I was like
Oof,
continuing with
yikes.
my work. Yeah, yeah, she gave me the cold shoulder at deal. So like, at some
حزينة
point I
والله.
started continuing my work, and then he'd be like, hey nigger. And then, like, by mistake, I swear to God, this was by mistake. Okay, please don't, guys. I
Uh-huh.
turned around,
Uh-huh.
I turned around with my elbow up, and I hit him straight in the fucking nose. I
Ooh.
fucking, I fucking Muay Thai'd this guy's nose, and like he just started. He didn't scream. He just was like, "Oh, dude!" And the teacher turned around. Yeah, he was like full California shit, man. He was like, "Oh, dude, man, what the hell, bro?"
Oh
And then like the
man,
teacher turned
dude, what
around.
the hell, bro?
The teacher turned around, looked at me, then looked at him holding his nose, and she was like, and then the guy was just like, "Miss, he hit me on my nose." And then she just looks at him and gives him the coldest stare I've ever seen in my entire life from this one human being. And she just went like, hold up, I'm gonna get close to the mic. You deserve it.
Oh wow.
Yo! Yo! When she said that, holy fucking shit, man. I lost my shit. I lost my shit, man. She was so fucking funny. I literally couldn't hold myself. She's just like, Eamon, calm down and just keep working, man. I'm just like, yeah. Okay, miss, anything you want me to be your slave? I'll be your slave, man. Just tell me what to do.
Bro,
Bro, big yikes. Big yikes.
I
All
swear to
right,
God, your
hold on.
college is
Before I say a story, Max,
uh
explain what Nahda is, and then tell us your story, dog.
All right, yes, that's where I'm going with. That's where I'm
I
going to. طيب, Nahda is a school that has two curriculums, right? The American, which is SATs and whatnot, and the British, which is IGCSEs, ASLs, and A levels. The school is like, how do I say this? It's so Emirati, but then again, it's trying not to be. Like it's it's so Emirati
bro,
because obviously the owner is obviously Emirati, and he literally his whole family goes like I'm not joking. His grandkids goes to the school, and it's so full of just it's so
Ooh.
full of mixed shit to the point where it's like you can't understand what kind of community the school is. Like we're literally segregated. I'm not even joking. We're literally segregated. We have this one building for high school, like when I was doing IGCSEs. There was a floor for the British curriculum and another floor for the American curriculum. أي واحدة بكده براء, you know? And the stories I have
Yeah.
of this school, I can't even start to. Like, for context, we in the school we call the American systems, we call them Americans, and they call us the British, right? So whenever someone asks me what school do you go to, I just look at them and I was like, you just had to ask that question because the school man,
Bro, your school
Holy
is the
shit, man.
fucking most notorious school. Like, okay, not
It's
most notorious,
so
but like,
like you guys
everyone
have
knows, like,
such a
stay away
shitty
from Nahda, bro.
reputation. You guys have
Yeah.
such a shitty reputation. Bejed.
I know
Everyone
I
just goes
was
like,
I
yo,
was
Nahda's such a
I
shit
was
school. Don't go there. Don't, like, if your parents tell you to go there, tell them no. Like, anything
يا
but
جماعة
Nahda. It's so bad.
يا جماعة, y'all don't realize I was in the school. I studied my last year in the school. Right?
Guess your shit then. Rip you.
Yeah, bro. Man, oh my God. Like I had to deal with everyone asking me about the rumors, aka the gay people in the school. Like, we had this one incident, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it was we were on break, and we shared the breaks. Us high school, we share the breaks. So anyway,
Okay.
we go to the break area, whatever. We have our break, we go up, but for some reason Yalla, our floor, the British floor, is above the American floor. So we have to go through the staircase together to get to our floor. But it was blocked. The teacher, there was a teacher who was a supervisor, blocked the entrance for both the American and the British. For like at least an hour later, we realize that something that has happened, and two students are getting beaten the fuck up by two other teachers. What had happened was,
Holy shit! What?
what had
Wait,
happened
seriously?
was, yeah, seriously, I'm serious. What happened was,
Isn't that shit illegal in UAE? Sorry for
you'll
interrupting.
know why, you'll know why they were beating him up لما ننتهي. So apparently, those two students were in the bathroom together in one stall.
Uh-huh.
Y'all can predict what happened afterwards, or what had happened.
Shit right there.
They were basically, yeah, they were basically fucking. They're like, there's no two or three to it. They were doing the yes, they were doing the
In
sexy
the
time
words-
in the bathroom.
I forgot
And
They were
forgot the
doing
name
the
of the
shakalaka boom
YouTuber.
boom.
Yes, in the name of a very
Ah,
famous YouTuber.
Maxim
They were
Badi.
doing the shakalaka laka laka boom boom.
Somebody.
Maxim Badi, yeah. المهم,
Yeah.
and that obviously went out to the news. It was like crazy, and everyone kept talking about it. And that was not the only one. Like when I first got into
Aye,
London,
aye.
it was a year before, and it was like how it was zaman, is that if you were like a boy and you were a kid, let's say you wanted to get to Nahda, let's say grade 1, right, or first year, you're gonna have to go to the girls' school from KG to year 4,
To grade 4.
and then from
yeah.
and from year 4 and like from year 5 and above, you go to the boys' school, right? So even back then, in the girls' school, we heard rumors of senior girls in the girls' school, I guess, raping the grade 4 boys, and in the boys'
Dude,
school,
yeah,
there were
holy
Jesus.
shit.
there were
Yeah. I
seniors.
heard about that, man.
There were seniors in the boys' school raping the kids in 5th grade. So like,
Dude,
there was literally no escape out of it. Like, it's either you got raped there and you got raped there, or you got raped in one of them. Luckily for me,
Actually fucked up, man.
yeah, luckily for me, because I heard of those rumors, I had a knife on me.
You're joking.
I'm not. I wish
Dude.
I was. I had. So my mom had this like big ass set of knives for some fucking reason. Yeah, like my mom is like a knife. Like, she has something for knives. I swear to God.
Connoisseur.
She has so many knives. It's questionable. Like, it's actually questionable. And him. So I took one of hers. Well, it was like a small knife that would like fit into a pocket. So I always took that to school with me, like every time, just in case something happens. And alhamdulillah, I've never had to use it, but I've heard stories. Like, I've heard so many stories of like kids
Okay,
getting
bro,
raped.
I'm gonna ask you about
Okay,
two
okay.
rumors.
Let's.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna ask you about 2 rumors from your school. All right?
Okay.
Just simple yes or no. Or actually, I'm
Okay.
gonna ask you about one because you already confirmed the other. You already told me about. I already asked about the other. I'm not sure you remember, but like the other one was a definite yes. And
You can ask again.
there was a
Mahak,
rumor.
huh?
All right. There was one rumor of like these 2 guys fighting, and like once the like supervisors
Oh.
once the supervisors split them up, one guy was like let go, and the other was stuck in the principal's office. And when the guy in the principal's office saw the other guy in the playground, he jumped out of the window to continue fighting the guy. And the window was like, what? I
No.
think a story high or some shit.
The window was a story high from the principal's office. Yes, but that never happened. That never happened. Because-
Oh man, that would have been so fucking sick, dude.
Listen. It's our school. Our school is full with gay smokers, not monkeys. Like, like they were just gay and smokers. They weren't any like people who would jump from high stories or anything. But there
Okay,
were
yo,
obviously many.
legit. Like in المشكلة like you can tell you like in Abu Dhabi بالذات, like I don't know about all the others, the other like cities, like in Abu Dhabi, like every school has a stereotype. Every school.
Yeah, for
Like
real, dude.
Nahda, you're like Hashkal, or
Ashkan.
for the people that don't know Hashkal, because apparently there's a word that like replaced it somehow, like in
Chamak.
chamak or fuckboy.
Actually, chamak was the original word. If you ask anyone who was in any other emirate than Abu Dhabi, they tell you what the fuck is a hashkal.
They'd say chamak. They'd say, yeah, they'd
Yeah,
be like, it's chamak, it's not hashkel. Which
yeah.
I'm fucking
Okay,
surprised by because like I've been using hashkel my whole life.
yeah,
Same.
we've been using Hashkal our entire lives, man. Anyways, it's like Nahda, nas hashakil, gay, smoking, always partying, always looking for a fight, etc., etc. You guys have a really bad reputation. Like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not gonna lie. You
We
guys have
used
a
to,
really bad
bro.
reputation.
At the thing is, why we had that bad reputation is because
It's because
Zaman
of
we
the
had this.
Americans.
It is because of the Americans, but Zaman we used to have this teacher who was the principal basically. Allah yarhamu, he died. He
Allah yarhamu.
he he was like the OG of like he was the OG. Like he made the school what it was, Zaman. Like the school was like top in Abu Dhabi. Like back then, you can ask about Nahda Zaman. It
Yeah,
was shit back then.
Muhammad Ali even came to the school. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah. Muhammad Ali even came to our school. Like that was crazy, bro. Our school was the best in Abu Dhabi until he died, Allah yarhamu. And then they decided to put a computer teacher instead of his place for some fucking reason. His name is Mr. Adnan. He was the worst principal ever. He did not know how to organize anything. Everyone did, like, basically imagine being a principal and everyone doing your job for you. Like the fuck?
Yo,
I
that's
remember.
that. Yo, you can
That's the
look at it
dream,
from
bro.
two ways, though.
That's the
You can
fucking
look at it from
dream.
two ways. Yeah, exactly. You can see it in the way that, like, oh my God, like that's the fucking dream, or you could see it in the way that's like, oh shit, I'm shit at my job.
He's not shit at he's nothing. He was basically there just a name, and his vice his vice was this woman.
Hmm.
Oh
we
yes, she
called
was just this woman. She
we
was
called her
this woman.
Dagiga. Dagiga. Let me get to where I was going to. We called her Big Daddy at the time. We called her Big
Oh
Daddy.
What
my,
the fuck?
oh my,
What the
oh
fuck?
my.
Oh my god.
What does Big Daddy do?
No, no,
What does Big Daddy do?
no, Max, no, no, Max, no.
Oh my God,
Dagiga.
no.
And we named the principal Tweety.
Why يا جماعة? Why يا جماعة?
Holy shit.
نهضة
What does
نهضة
Big
for you
Daddy do
everyone
to
نهضة.
Tweety though? Yo,
Hey, that
guys,
was that
what
was
does Big Daddy do to Tweety though?
no no
I'm,
no
I'm
no.
kind of
It's
scared.
nothing.
I'm kind of scared for Tweety though right now though. Like
Dagiga.
Big Daddy is a strong ass name, bro.
Yeah, I'll explain. I'll give you context. So
Uh-huh.
basically, we called Mr. Adnan Tweety for two reasons. One, because his head is actually bigger than his fucking body. Two, because two,
Oh my God. Corona up in this.
two, two, because he can't do shit. Like he's a pussy. He's a literal pussy. Like if someone says I'm gonna send you to Mr. Adnan, you'd be the happiest person on earth because he can't do shit. He'll just he'll look at you. He'll look at you. He's like, "What did you do?" It's like you can be extremely honest with him. Like let's say you had a fight with someone, right? They send you to Mr. Adnan. They get like, "What did you guys do? We fought." Oh really? Okay, خلاص يلا go to class.
You're
Literally,
joking?
that's it. No
Yo,
I
suspension.
wish,
you know what
dude.
happened in our
I
school?
fucking wish.
Yo, in our school, if not even, you don't even have to fight. If you guys had an argument and the rumors went around school, you could get suspended for 3 days.
Bro, I got
Oh,
fucking
well,
suspended for being
that was not
pushed
the.
into a dog pile. I was pushed into a dog pile and I got suspended for 3 days.
That was, I
Yo,
guess, let's say that was Nahda
Ahmed.
at its like reputation when it started to go downhill. That's when
Okay,
it was
okay,
at that time, you know.
okay. Hold up, Ahmed. That's not even the
Yeah,
worst suspension you got, man. Or sorry, not
actually it
suspension.
is.
Sorry, you got a detention for that. Ahmed
No,
got
I
a
got suspended
detention.
for that. I got
No.
suspended for
I'm
two,
talking about something
two
else. I'm
days.
talking about something else. I'm talking about something else. Ahmed got detention for hugging one of our niggas.
Yeah, I was hugging my bro, man. I was hugging my
Are
bro
you
during
serious,
break and I got to detention.
bro?
I
We
got
have niggas
fucking
in
detention
in
for
my
hugging my
school.
bro.
In my school, in my school, we have niggas slapping each other's asses and nothing happens.
Okay, yo, we
Oh no,
like
that
okay,
also
look,
happened a lot in my school.
yo, that happened a lot in our school, but like not affectionately. It was more like
Oh
a
no, it was
different.
Oh,
no. Us, you get in there.
Oh
And
boy,
it's
oh boy.
We do this
دقيقة,
to
we have a
inflict pain.
tradition. دقيقة, we have a tradition. We have a tradition. تمام? This tradition is still going on. It's still ongoing. The tradition
Okay,
is,
okay,
if it
Max. I
Shit,
was
think
man.
your
you're gonna have to
birthday,
preface this by saying no homo. I think you're gonna have to preface this by saying no homo.
Yeah,
okay,
we're gonna have
no
to say no
homo,
homo, bro.
no
No
homo
homo,
then.
bro.
المهم, there was this one tradition. If it was your birthday, do not come to school. Do not come to school.
Oh, yo, I heard about this. Yo, I actually
Because
heard about this.
people, the whole class, they're like they did the hug, like it's a tradition, it's a rule. You have to go through this. If you don't, they'll literally pin you down to the floor and just, yeah. المهم, if it was your birthday,
Okay,
depending
let me just say,
depending on how
let me
old you
just
are,
say,
uh-huh.
if like I'm like the first thought that came to my mind was like a gay dude that's into like really rough sex and how much he would enjoy that.
Well, I'll get to that. I'll get to that. But the tradition was, for example, let's say you're turning, let's say 16, right? You're turning 16.
Uh-huh.
Each member of the class has to slap your ass 16 times, each of them.
Oh,
Oh,
So if you had,
yo.
dude.
so if you
Oh,
had,
fuck,
Dude.
man.
so, so if you had, let's say 20 class members, just, yeah, 20 times 16, do the math. and
Holy
man.
shit.
I had to escape that. I had to tell my mom about it so she could like let me stay home for on my birthday. Like, that's
Dude, holy shit.
imagine
I would
imagine having
I would have faked being
imagine,
sick. I would have
imagine having to
fucking like
explain. No, my mom, like, you can't fake sickness with my mom. You cannot. ان شاء الله انت عندك ملاريا حتمشي المدرسه حتمشي.
dude, same shit
Yeah,
with
no,
same
I
shit
don't
here,
think
man.
I don't think that's
Same
just the
shit here.
you mom. I think that's just Sudanese moms in general. Like if you're sick,
Yeah, no, but even,
they're just gonna
yeah,
go
but
like,
like,
oh my god, you're so sick.
the,
Maybe you should stay at home. And then they like let you lie down in bed for like 5 minutes, and then they come back in. Man, you're not fucking sick. Get the fuck up. Go to school, man.
no. My mom, like, she goes in. Let's say you're sick, you're just lying there, you can't move, right? Mama goes like, "Why haven't you got up? I'm
Mm.
sick." Oh yeah, get the fuck up.
Yo, but like Sudanese parents, لا يعني you can't do shit. You can't ما بتقدر تعمل حاجة معهم. بجد.
Yeah, so imagine me having to explain that tradition to my mom just so she could let me stay in for my birthday. And that's the only way you can escape. ما تقول لي انا حاجري، ما تقول لي I'm gonna run away، ما تقول لي I'm gonna like beat them up، ما تقول لي I'm gonna have a knife. No, حبيبي. Whatever you do, they'll get their share. Like, the thing is, here's the worst part about this tradition. If you try to escape while you're in school, the next day, times 2. Like whatever you calculated, 20 times 16, yeah, times
Yo,
2.
No, dude,
that's
no.
fucked up, man. That's
That's
so
not for you.
fucked up.
That's 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 not
Yo,
for you.
but legit, on the topic of slapping ass, man. Like,
I
this
was
is,
the
oh my
biggest
God, man.
fucking culprit, man. Holy shit, my ass got slapped so
Yeah,
many times. Fuck
like,
me.
like, our,
Like,
like, not just him, man.
there,
Like, both of our asses got slapped so many times by both men and women. It's just insane.
Oh yeah, yeah,
dude,
I remember you
fuck,
telling me
fuck
about
the women. Fuck like, the women were like, oh,
Yeah, they
let's
just
leave
give
that
us
for now.
they give
Let's leave
they
that for
they
now.
do like a love tap. They just give you that like like they wouldn't really slap your ass,
It,
but oh my
it'd
God,
be like,
if
I
you're
approve.
standing
It'd
in
be like, I
line,
approve.
yeah. But
Dude,
like
you
if you're
stand in line
standing
in
in
the
line at the
cafeteria, you're
cafeteria
fucked.
and there's no one else, if there's no one else, okay, you're just standing in line at the cafeteria. It's like the line's empty. You're the first one there. You're ordering. You better fucking have the ears of like I don't know. You better have fucking Dumbo ears or some shit so you can fucking hear the guy running up to you. Because if you're not prepared, you're about to get an ass slap that will literally send you flying over the counter.
Wait,
Dude,
hold on.
I
Let me ask
Like,
you. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Y'all had lines in
uh-huh.
the cafeteria?
Yeah.
yeah. Dude, our school, our Sharifat alone had like over 3,000 students. What the fuck are you saying?
We have over 5,000 students. Actually, 7,000, and we don't have lines.
Yeah, but you guys have like your
Your school's
no, okay, look.
retarded. Ours is organized.
Yeah, yeah, true. Kind of true. Low key.
Oh
Low
yeah,
key,
our
high key,
cafeteria
car
is just
key.
High
open.
key, man. Not
Our
even
our
Low
low
key, high
cafeteria,
key,
key,
high
car
key.
key.
there's no.
Your guys is like school was like very disorganized, or at least from what I heard.
Yeah, it is. Like the cafeteria, you know what the cafeteria looked like? The cafeteria was just like the first cafeteria, because obviously we had the school, like the whole school was rebuilt for some fucking reason. But anyway, Zaman, the actual thing had lines, like it had metal bars that would like organize the lines, right? But
Uh-huh.
now it's just open. It's just open kida. So you can imagine the hell
Oh,
the cafeteria workers have to go through. Like they'll like when they hear the bell, they prepare for war. And I mean war. Like people will jump over the counter, people will jump over people will steal some shit, people will steal
what
wallets,
the fuck?
money,
What the
phones even.
fuck? What?
Yeah.
Yo, you guys are living in a prison at
Okay.
Deal.
Oh no.
Ours wasn't
Now
that
it
bad.
actually looks like a prison.
Ours
If you
wasn't
look up
that bad,
Nahda right now,
but
it looks like
like
a prison.
Holy shit! Holy
okay,
fuck,
ours
man.
was not that bad, but if you wanted the good shit, you had to fucking run your ass off to get the fucking good shits, man.
Yeah, legit. Like if you were prepared to get the good shit, you better have been on the track team from like birth or some shit, or you're like just really very fucking intimidating, or you're like everyone's bro.
Yeah,
Like
that's the
those are
only way.
like the three conditions you need like you can have one, you can have multiple, but like infinitely high, you need to have at least one of those three so you can either make it first or get to skip the lines.
Yeah. Like
Otherwise, you're
there's
not
like
getting shit.
there's the two hottest freaking foods
Food items.
that people food items that people would get in the cafeteria were a pizza or a cheese croissant. And
Those are literally
first 5 minutes you are not there,
they-
they're done.
they're
They're
they
done.
are actually
First,
gone. They are gone.
like I actually fucking
In
calculated. First 5 minutes. I literally fucking like I checked the time. I was like, the break started now. Okay, run, go there, chill for a bit, talk to my friends, catch up with them. How's their class, whatever, how they do in their exams. I don't give a fuck. Okay, go to the 5 minutes done. Go to the cafeteria. The lines, the fucking everyone got their shit. I go, everything's empty. I'm like, oh fuck yes, I get to fucking go through. I get to freaking get my shit quickly. I go to the guy. I go like, pizza, mafi, cheese croissant, mafi. Fuck me, give me za'atar croissant, man. Fuck's sake.
Yeah,
We
legit.
had
Like it was always, the order was always pizza, cheese croissant, and like you either like تكسر الحنك and you wait for the next break, or you just get a za'atar croissant. That's it. You had no
oh,
like
so
there was
wait. So y'all refill in the next break?
Yeah.
yes and
We
no.
don't.
Sometimes they
We
refill,
don't.
sometimes they don't.
No. We have whatever is in the first break is in the first break. You don't get shit after.
Shit,
Oh,
dude.
that sucks, man.
Yeah. Okay. Man, damn, we we spoke a lot.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Yeah. We went hard. We went hard, man.
yeah,
let's
man.
get to the
We've
let's
been at this for like an hour, I think, already.
yeah. Yeah. Wait, we finished okay,
Before
so
we close,
uh-huh.
gotta do one obligatory shout out to Nadia, our number one fan before the fuking podcast
Oh
even
yes,
started,
yes,
Oh
man.
yes.
yeah,
Of
definitely.
course, of course, of course, of course.
Definitely, definitely. دقيقة
Yo,
دقيقة another
legit,
Shout out
legit.
Nadia. Thanks
دقيقة
for the love. Uh-huh.
another special shout out goes to Nadine for the logo. She went ham on it.
Oh.
She went ham on that shit. Thank you so much
Yo,
for that.
Yeah. The
That
fucking
was
logo
like
is
legit.
fucking dope.
The logo is insane, and like when you told me that she said that this isn't shit, like please, like I don't like this. This is way
Show
more
me
than
what
enough.
is the
I
shit,
love
please.
it.
Bro,
لا لا
she
لا
can
خليك
do
من the shit.
دقيقة. She can do more. I told her, like, I put her on the spot. I was like, Nadine, I need the logo ASAP. She's like, ASAP? I'm like, ASAP. She's like, خلاص, okay. And then, like, literally by the end of the day, when I sent you that, she told me that was ASAP. So imagine if she took her time, like what she would have done. Like, it's beyond my imagination.
Bruh.
Yo, خليك من if she would. Yo, legit
ما شاء
this
الله ما شاء الله ما
this
شاء
like
الله.
on والله ما شاء الله تبارك الله يعني ربنا يحفظك ويخلي مواهبك وانا قلبت السوداني بعد ده.
مواهب
لكن
مواهب أيوة.
man, whatever, man. I'm diaspora. I am diaspora. Yes.
No, let's
I am
not
coming
do
from a
that.
different bro,
No,
fuck yourself.
no.
Like if in Nihaya Bajed,
Okay.
really, thank you, really, thank you so much for this logo because like Bajed, I love it. It's exactly what I
Same.
had imagined in my head, and like I don't know how you got that so perfectly. And it's just like Bajed, like I don't have I can't
It's just
I
something
can't
else, bro.
put
Like,
what I
mashallah,
I
mashallah.
can't
Yeah,
put what
yeah,
I
yeah,
feel. I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
put what I feel into words. Is what
Into
I'm trying to say.
words.
Like, and other than that, like, just like really, thank you so much.
All right, so
One last and
should we?
final shout out.
Okay.
One last and final shout out. Asma, shout out.
Asma.
Thank you for your drawing as well. It was actually like I found like it's fucking amazing. Like
Oh,
the
she
second
was the one
drawing.
who did the second
Yeah.
drawing.
Yeah. It was fucking amazing. Like I fucking loved. Like I
It's
seriously fucking loved
hilarious.
it, and
It's
I find
hilarious.
it hilarious. I find it hilarious, and it like it literally like fits. It also fits like our like style of the style we're trying to go for. I guess you could say, and like it's
Yeah.
really like I really like it, and I like we're trying to find applications to using it. So yeah, I believe that those
Perfect.
are all the shout outs for now. If we
Okay, should
left
we do?
anyone out, we Gomen aside, we apologize. What other languages can we say sorry in, bro?
No,
I
we good.
don't
We
know.
good.
I only
We
know
good.
English, Japanese, and Arabic. That's it.
No, we good. We good.
I'm sorry, Gomen aside, and Asif. Yeah, I think
Okay,
that's it.
so
Whatever.
should we do a one last topic, like kind of حاجة كده serious, or let's leave that for the next?
I mean,
I
let's
think we
let's
should
leave it
leave that
for
for the
next
next
time.
one
Let's leave it for next time. Yeah,
All
because like
right.
we went hard.
Because
We
like
went
this one
hard.
was
Like,
really
we went for a long
this
time.
one's I think it's like Ghiran was like we went for a long time. This one was kind of like more relaxed and like it's good that
True,
like
true, true.
Yeah.
it's better that like we if we're gonna talk about something serious, might as well make it a whole like podcast like that's all about serious stuff instead of
In
That
and of
makes
something
sense.
itself. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
just
That
like
makes
switching up the moods. فهمت؟
yeah.
All
Okay,
right then.
لكن
so
في النهاية
Sign us
guys
off.
like
Sign us off, host.
يلا
all
sign
right.
us
So
off Mr. Host.
I will. I'm on. Can you like let me speak?
معلش يا
Okay,
سعادتك
so thank you for tuning in. The first episode of the Baldcast. Hopefully you liked it. Please do share your thoughts and comments. Any constructive criticism on our Twitter page, because we're gonna need it. We're really gonna need it.
Yeah, we
definitely.
obviously are
Definitely.
gonna need it.
So yeah, we're definitely gonna need it. I hope y'all enjoyed, and yeah, that's it.
Thank you for
Thank you
watching.
guys. Peace.
Peace out.
يلا